folks, we're with Abel Guillen, and do I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, Abel Guillen.
Yeah.
Got it right.
President of the Peralta Community College Board, candidate for Oakland City Council District 2,
Yep.
and loyal Cal Bear.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. That's right. So Abel, what made you decide to run this year? What was the aha moment?
The aha moment was when I realized that our Pat Kernahan retiring was like, oh wow, she's retiring. That's going to leave a big gap in our city. And I realized that the stuff that I learned at Peralta over my last 8 years of my professional experience as a financial advisor are skills that the city council actually needs. So, I figured I think I'm ready for this. I can make this happen. I can do this. I love Oakland. I love this place. This is my home. I've been here for a long time, and I'm not going anywhere. And Oakland is worth fighting for, and I know I have the skills to make a difference for our city, city council or otherwise.
Now, you, I think it's fair to say, have been very close to Oakland for some time. Two things. First of all, I got to ask you, how did you score Pat Kernahan's endorsement?
Interesting. I think I actually...
She's the current council
She's
member.
the current council member.
Right.
And I'm very honored to have Council Member Kernahan's endorsement. I think at the end of the day, what she told me is that, look, we need someone on the city council who knows how to pass budgets, who knows how to move legislation, and has the financial experience. And of all the candidates, there's some really great candidates, and I think my colleagues that are running as well have some great experience, but I'm the only one who's actually worked on the legislative body that's actually moved legislation. So I think at the end of the day, that's why Pat endorsed me.
Now, what do you see as the major problems in District 2? I mean, if you win, what do you want to clean up?
Well, there's a lot of issues. I think District 2 is probably is the most diverse city, the most diverse district in Oakland. It's got a lot of great potential. It's got both the flats and the hills, but it's got its challenges. Public safety is a big concern. I think there's parts of the district that feel like they've been ignored. People don't feel like they have confidence in City Hall. And people don't feel like the city really is attentive to the needs of the community. And so I want to bridge that gap, make sure that everyone's voice is represented on the city council.
Now, what do you say about the common refrain that we need more police? Do we need more, or do we need less, or has the Ferguson situation changed things?
No, I think we need more police, absolutely. We have about 647 police. We lose about 30 or so police, 20 to 30 police officers a month, and we're not replacing them quickly enough. What I've been working on, even since before I decided to run for the city council, Zinni, is actually working with the Peralta colleges to start funneling our students through Merritt College, our Administration of Justice program, to the police academy. Making sure that we have more local residents from Oakland, our students, our high school students that matriculate to community college are poised to take those jobs. A lot of folks want to be police officers, actually. A lot of young folks that want to go into public service, but they don't know that you need to have good credit, for example. There's actually there's actually a very aggressive exam that you need to take. So we're preparing our students to take on those challenges, and hopefully within a few years this year, I think we're starting with 10 cadets, and hopefully that number will increase going into the future.
What have you seen in your travels, your walks? What do people talk to you about?
Oh gosh, people talk to me about feeling unsafe in certain parts of the
That's a constant refrain?
It's a constant refrain, yes. I mean, I hear stories of people who have witnessed things, people who feel like sometimes they don't want to call the police because they don't think anything's going to get done. I think that's a sad situation. Everything from potholes. I mean, you drive down East 21st in the district, and there's huge potholes. A small car could probably fall in there. God, let it all. Okay,
yeah. Now, A's, Raiders, and Warriors. I get press releases. We talked about this off camera before, so I think you know where I'm going with this. I get press releases from all the council members, well, most of them, telling me about what they are doing. I am doing for the issue of the A's and the Raiders. They never mentioned the Warriors. But are we losing our sports teams? What's happening? If you're a councilman, what will you do?
I want to fight to keep our sports teams here.
What does that mean when you say you want to fight?
I want to look at the finances
Okay.
and make sure that trying to figure out if there's ways that we can restructure our existing deals that we have in place, figure out where there might be cost savings to alleviate the burden on the taxpayers, and figure out a game plan to say, hey, how can we bring the parties together to actually make this happen, whether it's talking to the developers that have an interest in revitalizing the Coliseum City area. When those negotiations happen, we have to make sure that all parties are involved at the table. Community groups, developers, our workers, and certainly the city. And I want to make sure that those groups are represented. And I have a track record of building consensus around tough issues. These are not easy issues, but I think I bring a skill set to the council that will help facilitate those conversations to make sure we keep our A's here, our Raiders here. And I'm sorry to say it, but I think the Warriors are gone for the time being.
Oh man, that hurts. Shifting gears, and I asked many District 2 candidates, I believe I've asked every one of this so far. Describe in your words District 2.
District 2, you have beautiful tree-lined streets to streets that are treeless. You have streets that are well paved to streets that have huge potholes. You have you have the professional class that lives in District 2. And you have refugees that just got to this country, just got to Oakland, and it creates this beautiful mesh of people and community. And that's what I love about the district, and that's what I love about Oakland. And I think in that, there's an opportunity. I think a lot of the problems that we face here in Oakland are really, the answers and the solutions are in the people of District 2. I really believe that in the conversations that I have, because everybody loves Oakland, everybody has something to contribute. It's like, how do you channel that energy to make our city work?
Now, in the context of the problem of the budget, some people say Oakland's going bankrupt. What are you going to do, from your perspective, to make sure that Oakland remains solvent? Or what can you do as council member?
What we can do is invest, support economic development in the city. We need to make sure that we, first of all, look at the budget. I think there's a lot of, the current city auditor has cited a lot of waste in the city. I think we look at that. I think those are easy apples to pick, if you will. I think that another big piece is that we need to harness our assets. We have a corridor along San Leandro Boulevard, some of it which is in District 2.
Right.
Where, for example, Blitz San Leandro is a prime example of a partnership where the city and a private business, OSI Soft, came together and said, hey, how can we attract business? How can we attract new green tech companies? They came together, invested in that project, and now you're starting to see the fruits of that. There's no reason why we can't do that along in Oakland as well.
Yeah. Now, we're at Farley's at 33 Grand Avenue, by the way. Great coffee. And actually, she's running for water, so she's next. So, yeah. Now, in closing, what do you have to say to the people regarding your run?
It's an honor to run, first of all. I think there's a lot of great candidates out there, but I think I'm the only candidate with the experience and track record of getting things done for what people care about the most. I've been successful as a trustee, fighting for students, making sure we bring services to students. Got a transit pass for our students. We got a health clinic at Laney College. We have a very aggressive green jobs program. Those are all things that took time, but it's a matter of connecting the dots. I have a background as a municipal financial advisor. And I think that skill set is what we need on the Oakland City Council. I've been very good at figuring out how to get different sides to agree on issues that are difficult and creating compromise on difficult situations. And I think that's what we need on the City Council. We need leadership, and I'm ready to provide that for District 2 and for Oakland.
How do people contact you?
My website. My website's a good place to start. It's Abel for Oakland. That's ABELFOR Oakland.com. Or you can just email me, abel@abelforoakland.com.
Ready to see you, my man?
All right.
All right.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. Yeah, cool. All right.